Live from my house, it's Saturday Night Baseball. And the Giants get the win over the and the Giants get the big W over the Phillies 2-0. This is Giants Roundup. You can follow on Twitter, join the Crooked Kite page on Facebook, and the best way and most importantly, please be kind and hit that subscribe button. Yes, the Giants are now on a 3-game winning streak, and now Andy Suarez is starting to turn a corner. Good start in Colorado last week after settling down. This week, a 7-inning quality start. And the number of earned runs allowed tonight, 0. That's right, 0 earned runs. And he only allows 3 hits. Really good game, and he outduels Vince Velasquez, who goes 6 1/3, allows 1 earned run, 5 hits, 9 strikeouts, and the other good stat about Suarez tonight: 0 walks. Those are that is probably Andy Suarez's first quality start in a long time. And most importantly, that ERA went from 5 something down to 4.74. That's a lot more respectable. And it was really a pitcher's duel until around the 7th inning. Then the bats woke up with some timely hitting from one Joe Panic, 2 for 4 tonight, and his he ends up scoring both runs for the Giants, and they were key runs. The first one was one where he beats a throw home from Philly, and that one was reviewed and held on replay as Panic's foot touched the plate just right before Alfaro applies the tag, and that's good. Jose Alfaro is definitely one of the better defensive catchers in MLB this year, so really good. And then he scores the insurance run in the 8th inning on a sacrifice by Andrew McCutchen. So Panic scores both runs. McCutchen gets both RBIs. And that ends up being your final score of 2-0. And of course, there was a series of roster moves today, as it looks like Brandon Belt's stomach illness turned it out to be appendicitis, and then he had the appendix removed today, and he was placed on the 10-day disabled list. He will be out at least 3 weeks, probably sooner. I wish him a speedy recovery from appendicitis. That's definitely a very painful procedure. And the person called up to take his place on the 25-man roster is Alan Hansen. I was a little surprised that they brought back Alan Hansen pretty quick. I thought they might go with Ryder Jones. Ryder Jones didn't do good last year in his first cup of coffee in the major leagues, but he's looked a lot better in Sacramento this year, and I felt like he might earn another opportunity with the Giants, at least to be showcased for a trade. But hey, getting Alan Hansen back is definitely an upgrade off the bench. I certainly think he has a lot more upside than Kelby Tomlinson at this point. And I think with Kelby, probably when somebody else returns off the DL, I totally would not be surprised if he's designated for assignment or if they look to trade him for a bag of baseballs. I just think Kelby's ran his course with the Giants, and he's yeah, he's just a bench role, but I just now it looks like Alan Hansen's gonna be that bench guy with Joe Panic healthy. So certainly, I really don't see that really any opportunities for Kelby Tomlinson to get back with the Giants, and I wish him a lot of luck. But I think maybe a change of scenery will be good for Kelby Tomlinson. I just and then next year he'll be out of options, so it just might be time to move on from him. But I think maybe gets a low level prospect or whatever back for him, or just let him go on the waiver wire and hopefully he can go help another team. And I just think he's done what he can do for the Giants, and I just think he's ran his course. Then the Giants made another roster move today by activating Hunter Pence from the disabled list, and the person that was designated for assignment, unfortunately, was Gregor Blanco. I'm not happy that Gregor Blanco was the roster fatality. I thought Austin Jackson might be better off. Jackson's definitely not getting any playing time with the Giants right now, with Gorkas Hernandez being the everyday center fielder. I just felt that Austin Jackson's become a lot more expendable than Gregor Blanco. Blanco still has that element of speed. He can still steal a base. And it's still important to have that speed in the late innings when you need a pinch runner or so to win you a game. And I hope that doesn't come back to backfire. But Gregor Blanco's a good sport. He is going to accept an outright assignment to AAA. So he will report to Sacramento on Tuesday, and I hope we see him back sooner than later. And hopefully it will be sooner than later for him, and I wish him a lot of luck. This will be very good. But I certainly felt that Austin Jackson's not been great with the bat this year, and he's not getting a whole lot of playing time. I felt it made a lot more sense to send him down, or at least give a team like Seattle an opportunity to claim him and get a bag of baseballs for him. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it won't hurt them too bad. But it's great to see the rotation turn a corner. This is a great series win. They've won the series already. This certainly ranks a 4 on the plate impact scale. And now tomorrow will be the last game. Wouldn't it be nice if the Giants give the Phillies a taste of their own medicine after what they did to them in Philadelphia? It would be nice to sweep them at home. It would be great. And there's going to be a lot of excitement. You got Derek Rodriguez making his first start as a Giant. So that's definitely something to look forward to there. He'll be going up against the veteran Jake Arrieta. So this could be a very fun matchup here. I know the Giants have not had a lot of success against Jake Arrieta, and I think Derek Rodriguez is going to be very pumped up to make his first start. We'll see if Pudge Rodriguez is in attendance tomorrow. And this should be a very fun game tomorrow. Absolute fun. I think this should be a great day for matinee baseball. And hopefully we can see a glimpse of the future in Derek Rodriguez, who's only pitched for 2 years. He's got a lot of great natural talent. And man, you know what? You got to give a lot of praise to the youngsters this weekend. They could have quit on him they've struggled in May, and now they've struggled in the month of May. But it seems like the league got a book on Suarez and Stratton, but they're now making the adjustments. And if they can get a good June, this would be great. This would be two, and they have and they've held the Phillies scoreless the whole series thus far. Just some wonderful baseball by both starters is wonderful. Stratton was excellent. I'm hoping that we can carry that momentum to Derek Rodriguez tomorrow night, and tomorrow afternoon he will definitely be excited to be on that mound. And now the Giants are 28-30. It is a four-horse race in the. It is a four-horse race in the NL West. So nobody, even the Friars, are only 5 games out of it in last place. This is anybody's division right now. As crazy as it sounds, tonight's attendance not a sellout, 39,208. But definitely some good. This is going to be a very fun, competitive NL West race as we are in June. It's anybody's. It's anybody's division. Colorado's lost 3 in a row. Arizona now tied with Colorado in first place. Giants and Dodgers 2 games back. The Friars just 5 games back. This is going to be a fun. Nobody's out of it. This is going to be a fun race. Maybe we'll get some separation for the All-Star break. We don't know, but this is going to be very fun. It'll be a very fun June here. Once the Warriors celebrate their championship, all the eyes are going to be on this NL West race. This is going to be excellent. And it's anybody's division to win at this point. Philadelphia in the East, they fall 2 games back of Atlanta. And Washington's just a half a game back. This is going to be a fun race in the NL East. You got a 3-horse race there. And certainly whoever can make the best trades here before the July 31st deadline could be the team that wins the division. I mean, LA, they're starting to lead. They're starting. The injuries are starting to mount again for the Dodgers. They lose 2 starting pitchers this week. Clayton Kershaw goes back on the disabled list with back tightness, and then they lose Kenta Maeda to the disabled list. I think their whole rotation, almost the whole rotation's on the disabled list for the Dodgers right now. I'm going to look it up here. Maeda's hurt. Kershaw's hurt. Rich Hill's hurt. He's back on the disabled list. Chase Utley's on the disabled list. Alex Wood day to day. So yeah, you might have 3/5 of your rotation on the disabled list. So this is really a wide open NL West. And may the best man win at this point. This is going to be some great competition. This is great for Major League Baseball. This will be great for ratings. And who knows? Then Mark Melancon, he's off the disabled list. I think probably the next roster casualty will come on Tuesday when Madison Bumgarner returns. I think that roster casualty will be Pierce Johnson. He's definitely struggled the last few games. He's definitely been a gas can. Now he's the weak link. I think Pierce Johnson goes back to Sacramento. Hopefully, get some more salt. While Ty Block takes over the long reliever role, and now Corey Guerin becomes your weakest link in the bullpen. Melanson won't be closing anytime soon, but I think he will be a sixth inning guy or seventh inning guy that will probably be used to be a righty specialist. You could definitely gives Bruce Bochy a lot more options to mix and match in the late innings. Your seventh, eighth, or eighth or ninth is a nice three-headed monster already. Don't break it up. Sam Dyson, Tony Watson, Hunter Strickland. That is a nice three-headed monster. So the sixth inning, you could definitely go with. You can definitely now mix and match in your sixth inning with Will Smith and Mark Melanson. So Mark Melanson just became your $60 million righty specialist for the time being, as he will definitely have to earn his way back into the late innings role. But hopefully Melanson will get his sea legs back, and if nothing else, maybe we can get some sort of a return for him. But it's nice to see Mark Melanson back, and this is a great bullpen now. Ty Block's your long reliever. The weakest link is now Corey Guerin. Guerin is now going to be relegated to mop up in low leverage situations. This is not a bad thing. And Guerin's not had a great year thus far. And certainly the kid that's really done well out of the bullpen's been Reyes Maranta. He has definitely been a great find out of that bullpen. But he's going to have a hard time getting into late inning situations too for the time being. But Maranta, he's definitely. And then you got another kid that's definitely one to watch out here before September is Ray Black. He is starting to be the flamethrower the Giants drafted for. After a shaky debut in Sacramento, he is now tearing it up. So there is definitely some bright spots in that bullpen. You got Tyler Beatty. Who knows? Maybe Tyler Beatty can be a good reliever out of the pen. But that bullpen, the future's looking bright. You got to wear some shades. It's a wonderful thing. And if that starting rotation settles down, maybe the Giants don't have to make a trade. Maybe they can stand pat and enjoy the ride. That would be wouldn't that be wonderful? And now Hunter Pence will take over as the fourth outfielder. And I think this is probably where he needs to be at this point of his career. He's not an everyday player anymore. And certainly Hunter Pence will definitely thrive in a fourth outfielder role, not playing every day. They will reap the benefits of him playing part-time. I think that's where his career is. You know what? Maybe he comes back on a 1-year contract next year. It's wonderful. Now, hopefully now the pressure's on Andrew McCutchen to get it together. 240 is just not going to cut it. He needs to get that batting average up a skosh at this point. Yeah, now the pressure's on McCutchen. That's how it is. But this has been 2 wonderful days in the month of June, and hopefully we can carry on with it. Let's go to the MLB Roundup for tonight. The Brewers blanked the White Sox 5-0. Your winning pitcher, Joel Chassin. Your losing pitcher, Jake Shields. Shield is definitely looking at like a guy that is definitely the White Sox are finally going to be able to get rid of his monster contract. I think he's finally got some trade value this year. Jesus Aguilar goes 3 for 3. Jonathan Villar goes 3 for 4 with a home run. His fourth home run of the year. And Shields, not a bad outing. 3 earned runs in 7 innings pitched. Just did not get the run support. But I think he definitely is boosting his trade value at this point and could be a very valuable trade chip for the White Sox at the deadline. And in Kansas City, the Royals beat the A's 5-4. Your winning pitcher, Tim Hill, your losing pitcher, former Giant Yosmero Petit. And the Kansas City roughs up Cahill for four earned runs and 4 2/3 innings pitched. Jason Hamill, serviceable, 3 earned runs and 6 innings pitched. And Petit loses it in the eighth inning. Stephen Piscotty goes 2 for 3. Bruce Maxwell with his first home run of the year for Oakland. Ted Lowry 2 for 5, and the A's fall to 30-29 on the year. The Cardinals beat the Pirates 3-2. Your winning pitcher, Bud Norris. Your losing pitcher, Richard Rodriguez. Marcell Ozuna goes 2 for 3 for the Redbirds. Jordy Mercer goes 2 for 3 for the Pirates. Colin Moran with his fifth home run of the year. Ozuna with his fourth home run of the year for the Cardinals. And Rodriguez gives up an earned run without recording an out. And former Giant prospect Kyle Crick with a 1.83 ERA. He's looking like he could be the closer in Pittsburgh sooner than later. And the Yankees beat the Orioles 8-5. Your winning pitcher, Masahiro Tanaka. Your losing pitcher, Kevin Gausman. Gausman gives up 5 earned and 5 1/3 innings pitched. Adam Jones goes 3 for 5 for the Orioles and hits his 10th home run of the year. Definitely a trade chip on an impending fire sale in Baltimore, who's fallen to 17-41 on the year. Gausman 6 runs, 5 earned, and 5 1/3 innings pitched. Michael Givens 2 earned in 1 inning pitch for Baltimore. Aaron Hicks goes 3 for 4 for the Bombers. Giancarlo Stanton with his 12th home run of the year for the Bombers. And in Detroit, the Tigers beat the Blue Jays 7-4. Your winning pitcher, Lewis Coleman. Your losing pitcher, Sang Hwang Oh. 3 earned runs and 2/3 innings pitched for Oh. Luke Male goes 2 for 2 for Toronto. J.A. Happ 4 earned and 5 innings pitched. And Oh, 3 earned and 2/3 of an inning pitched. Joey Jimenez with his first save of the year for Detroit. In Minnesota, the Twins beat the Indians 7-1. Your winning pitcher, Lance Lynn. Your losing pitcher, Trevor Bauer. And Lynn, probably the best quality start of the year, 1 earned and 6 innings pitched. Bauer gives up 7 runs, 3 earned, and 5 2/3 innings pitched. Strikes out 11. And the Indians commit 2 errors in that game. One by Alonso, one by Kipnis. And that doesn't help out. He struck out 11, not too bad. And in hot Atlanta, the Nats take game 2, beating the Braves 5-3. Your winning pitcher, Justin Miller. Your losing pitcher, Mark Sokolich. Juan Soto goes 3 for 5 for Washington. And the guy to get a hit today was, in a pinch hit role, was Max Scherzer. And Scherzer scores the game winner. Out of all players, it ends up being Max Scherzer. Sean Doolittle gets the 14th save of the year. And Sokolovich gives up 2 earned and 1 inning pitch for Atlanta. So crazy part is it's Scherzer that gets the walk-off for the Nats in that one in 14 innings. And in another 14-inning game in Chicago tonight, in the Queens, the Cubs beat the Mets 7-1. Your winning pitcher, Luke Farrell, who comes in relief and pitches 5 innings. Your losing pitcher, Buddy Bauman. Anthony Rizzo goes 3 for 6 for the Cubs. Jason Hayward goes 4 for 5. And another good outing out of Mike Montgomery, 1 earned and 6 innings pitched. Jacob deGrom, 13 strikeouts in 7 innings pitched for the Mets tonight. And Bauman gives up 4 earned and 1/3 of an inning pitched. Gerson Batista, 2 earned and 2/3 of an inning pitched. But great job by Farrell to spare the bullpen a bit in extras by going 5 innings strong. Definitely makes Joe Madden look like a genius in that game. And in Denver tonight, the LA Dodgers beat the Colorado Rockies 12-4. Your winning pitcher is Pedro Baez. Your losing pitcher, Brian Shaw. Charlie Blackmon goes 2 for 3 for the Rockies. Chris Taylor goes 2 for 3 for the Dodgers. Matt Kemp goes 2 for 3 for the Dodgers. Jock Peterson 4 for 5. And Jock Peterson hits 2 home runs off of German Marquez, and Matt Kemp hits his 9th home run off of Marquez. Walker Buehler gives up 4 earned runs in 5 innings pitched. Ryan Shaw 3 earned runs in 1/3 of an inning pitched. And Matt Dunn 4 earned runs without recording an out. And the Dodgers move it 2 games behind the Nationals at 28-30. And in Houston tonight, the Astros lose to the White Sox 5-4. Your winning pitcher, David Price. Yes, the price was right, Davey. Taking the losses, Will Harris. Alex Bregman with his 6th home run of the year for the Astros. And Harris ruined the good start out of Justin Verlander by giving up 3 earned and 2/3 of an inning pitched. And it ended up being costly. And tonight down in San Diego, the Padres beat the Reds 8-2. Your winning pitcher, Eric Lauer. Your losing pitcher, Matt Harvey. And also the Reds place Homer Bailey on the 10-day disabled list as he just can't stay healthy. Scott Schebler goes 2 for 3. Kurt Casale 2 for 3 for the Reds, and they both hit home runs. Casale his first as a Red, I think his first in the major leagues. And Schebler hits his 7th home run of the year. Franmil Reyes goes 2 for 3 for the Friars. And Harvey gives up 5 runs, 4 earned in 5 innings pitched. Dylan Floro, 3 earned in 1 inning pitched. Phil Hughes gives up an earned run in a relief, making his debut as a Friar tonight. And a game that just went final in 10 innings. The Rangers beat the Angels 3-2. Your winning pitcher, Jake Dykman. Your losing pitcher, Jose Alvarez. Mike Trout goes 3 for 5, hits his 19th home run of the year. Ian Kinsler hits his 5th home run of the year. And the bullpen ruins a quality outing out of Garrett Richards, who goes 7 strong. An unearned run, strikes out 9. Cole Hamels, 7 innings pitched, 2 earned. And yes, he did hit Andrelton Simmons with a pitch. It was not intentional, though, so. And luckily, there was no bean retaliation or beanball war that ensued afterwards in that. And now the Angels fall to 31-28 and have just been struggling mightily as of late. And another game that went final recently, the D-backs beat the Marlins 6-2 and now have a half a game lead over the Rockies in the NL West. Getting the win is Zach Greinke. Getting the loss is Caleb Smith. Brian Anderson goes 2 for 3 for the Marlins tonight. And Smith gives up 5 earned in 4 innings pitched for the Fish. Paul Goldschmidt hits his 8th home run of the year. And in Seattle tonight, the Mariners beat the Rays 3-1. Your winning pitcher, Marco Gonzalez, taking a tough loss. Chris Archer, 5 runs in 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Wilmer Font gives up the other earned run in 1 1/3 innings pitched for Tampa. And Seattle now breathing right behind Houston's back in the AL West at. Oh, Seattle takes first. Yeah, they're tied as of tonight. Seattle and Houston are tied in first place after the Astros lost tonight. So the AL West is going to be very interesting heading down the stretch here as we are now in June. So it just comes down to who makes the right trades at the deadline. And down on the farm tonight, Fresno Grizzlies beat the Albuquerque Isotopes 5-2. Getting the win is Trent Thornton gets the win, 1 earned in 6 innings pitched for Fresno. Taking the loss is Sam Howard, 3 earned in 5 innings pitched. Tyler White goes 2 for 4. Jack Mayfield 2 for 4 for the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies now improve to 34-23 on the year. The River Cats beat the Chihuahuas 8-4 and improved to 28-29 on the year. Steven Duggar goes 2 for 4. He's starting to catch fire. Chase DeArnaud goes 3 for 4 for the River Cats tonight. Taylor Hill, not a bad outing tonight. 5 scoreless innings. Jose Flores gives up 3 earned runs in 1 and 2/3 innings pitched out of the bullpen. It looks like the Flores has been demoted to the bullpen at this point. Tyler Webb gives up 2 earned. In 1 inning pitched, Robert Stock 3 runs, 1 earned. Jesse Schultens goes 4 innings strong, three earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. So maybe Duggar is starting to turn a corner in AAA. That's got to be encouraging for the Giants if he wants to earn that September call up. But definitely, we so far so good in the month of June. We are now 2-0 on the in the month of June, 2 games back of first place. Get that sweep tomorrow afternoon. I'll be back on after the game tomorrow, and hope springs eternal as we are getting one day closer to the return of one Madison Bumgarner. So savor the victory tonight. Have a good night. Enjoy your Saturday night. Great night for Saturday night baseball. As the hopefully as the weather continues to warm up, so will the Giants bats and the pitching. So far, so good in this series. So everybody have a great night. I will see you tomorrow. Adios.